Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and thank you so much for coming on. I am Patrick Chun with the World Civility Index. I'll explain what it is later on, but we're going to be talking about something about health. And more specifically, there's a collaboration between the MIT Presencing Institute cohort and the World Civility Index people. And something came up as the brainchild of it called the Personal Health Index. And I'll share one screen of today's presentation, and that would be the relationship as to what I mean by something like this. Okay. Now, can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So the Personal Health Index, it's what is it? It's a brainchild of collaboration teams at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT. They have something called the Presencing Institute, and that's dealing with a lot of the empathy, the soft skill side of things. And it's in collaboration with the IITTI World Civility Index, the group that I volunteer with since 2011. And the World Civility Index is a part of the United Nations Sustainable Development. So that's the relationship of how the Personal Health Index came about. And the reason being is, like I was talking earlier to Stephanie, is that the world is getting fatter, the more unhealthy, more diabetic, and so on. So if the trajectory keeps going up like that, governments are going to be spending a lot of money, billions of dollars, if not trillions, on healthcare in the next 5, 10, 20 years. And that is unsustainable. So the Personal Health Index is think of it as a game, as a loyalty program, just like your frequent flying mileage kind of loyalty program. And the reason being is people, if you just ask them to be healthy, they won't do it. People don't go exercise, they don't eat right. But if there's a game or some kind of measurement that they can actually use it on the cell phone, they can show it to the employers and show it maybe even to the government that we're going to talk to, and give them some kind of discount. And with the employers, they can actually get employment opportunity, promotion, so on and so forth. So that is the incentive of doing something like this. And today, I'm very happy. My daughter, Allison Chun, is here. She's a kinesiologist, and she's going to talk a little bit about what this education program is going to be. Specifically, she's going to talk a little bit about sleep science. So we're going to focus on three things right off the bat: sleep science, food science, and exercise science. And so she's going to be talking about a little bit about sleep science, and that is the meeting today. So I'll pass it on to you, Allison. Allison.
Hey, good morning from Vancouver. My name is Allison Chun, and I'd just like to briefly introduce myself. I do have a bachelor's degree in kinesiology from the University of British Columbia. And you may be wondering why a kinesiologist, someone who does live and breathe exercise and physical activity, would be here to introduce the topic of sleep to you. Well, it's because the consumer mass market for sleep is relatively untouched compared to that of exercise and diet. It may be difficult for businesses to sell quote unquote sleep programs as well too, as the only existing products are usually medically related, such as the CPAP for sleep apnea. So that we know that in regards to the broader category of the Personal Health Index, the three categories will be sleep, diet, and exercise. And as you're introduced to the mini webinars that we'll be hosting, I think many will begin to realize that these three topics are much more interconnected than you think. So for future webinars, some subjects we will touch upon include the distinction between blue light and red light. So as a quick introduction, blue light is emitted from our computer screens and certain types of LED lighting, while red light is more warm and candle-like. Generally, the recommendation is to decrease blue light consumption while increasing red light consumption in the evening. So this is an important topic because the solution is pretty simple. And even if we do need to use our screens prior to sleep, many new phones do have a blue light filter that automatically filters out blue light at a certain time, usually around sunset. And other topics we will be touching upon include maintaining a consistent circadian rhythm by going to bed and waking up at a similar time daily, and also melatonin production. As many of you may know, there are various over-the-counter melatonin supplements, even in the gummy form for children to take. And recently, a new remedy has appeared on mainstream platforms such as TikTok and Instagram Reels, which is tart cherry juice. While there have been some scientific studies done on elite athletes and those with insomnia, uh, basically the populations we expect would have a positive effect. We can discuss more on the implications of these studies for normal people like you and me. And although this is highly subjective, we can have a discussion on how much sleep one should be getting. In the past, in regards to health, many studies were done on men, leaving research regarding women's health rather barren. And this is really no exception to sleep studies as well, too. With newer studies showing that men and women require different amounts of sleep due to our hormonal cycles, I'm sure many of you will be interested regarding this subtopic. And to conclude, by attending these webinars, we hope that users will be able to learn different strategies and solutions to maintaining good quality sleep to enhance well-being. We hope that by curating these mini webinars that encompass all aspects of improving sleep, users can make better decisions for themselves. And I hope you guys look forward to it. And thank you so much for listening.
Wow, thank you so much, Allison. She graduated fairly recently, and I pull her into this MIT Presencing Institute and interacting with people so that there are new ideas, and sleep is one area that commercial people don't do it very often. They usually sell diet programs and exercise programs. Sleep is hard to monetize, but I think for a nonprofit like us, I think that's a golden opportunity to help people that is free and easy to do. So that concludes our formal session here, and I'm going to stop the recording.